Hey there, everybody. It's Midnight Mandy from the Squeaky Sneezes channel, and welcome back to another episode of Ginny and Joe. As you can see, we're doing things a little bit different than we usually do. We're gonna spend this episode making a new house for our guys to live in because we've finally outgrown the old one. Although this video is only about 15 minutes long, I believe overall I spent about an hour getting everything put together for these guys, and of course that includes furnishing the house and decorating and all that stuff. And the Ginny and Joe ended up standing in the way of a lot of things. I had to keep moving them around, which I cut that out so you guys didn't have to deal with that mess. What I ended up doing for this one is I have a book of blueprints that I like to use, and I went through and grabbed one that I thought would suit our needs for now anyway. And I basically just made my version of the house that was in the blueprints as best as I could. Some things had to be modified here and there just because for some reason there are different things that aren't possible to do in The Sims, but overall I'm fairly satisfied with what we came up with. Oh, I spent so much time on this one just messing with the stupid stairs. I realized that I've cut it out, but there on the front porch, I had so many issues with the stupid stairs, and then I ended up taking those stairs out right there and turning them around and around, and then there's the back porch, and I had to work on the stairs with that. Oh my gosh, you guys, I hate stupid stairs. Here's another thing that I haven't quite got the hang of yet. Just the roofs. I always end up going with the auto roofs, and although they never turn out really the way I want them to, they turn out a lot better than they would if I were doing them myself. So I'm really going to have to practice on doing the roofs or look up a tutorial or something on how to do them. So you guys may remember last Ginny and Joe episode, I spent a little time talking to you guys about some issues I was having, body image issues to be specific. And my husband and I have decided that we're going to do our best to do something about this. He's not really satisfied with the way he looks either, although I don't think it's to the point of what I've been dealing with. That's not to minimize him at all, but I don't think it's been upsetting him like it's been upsetting me. But anyway, I believe when our tax returns come in, woohoo, yay for tax returns, we're going to use a portion of that to get ourselves a year's membership at our local gym, which is literally 4.3 miles from our house. And hopefully we don't waste all that money and we actually go and make use of it. My mother has said that she would watch our kids once a week so that we would be able to actually go together once a week. We plan on going 3 times a week apiece because it's a 24-hour gym, and when you pay for the year in advance type thing, you get the 24-hour key, and so we would be able to go whenever. He would most likely be going in the morning 3 times a week, and I would likely be going in the evening 3 times a week. Well, it would be 2 times a week, and then the third time would be the one on the weekend where we go together. So, I'm kind of nervous about it. Like I've mentioned, have issues with the way I look, and so I don't know how I'm going to deal with working out in front of people because, you know, if you're working out right, you definitely don't look very good while you're doing it. So yeah, I just hope I'm able to focus in, I mean, just really focus on what I'm doing instead of focusing on what other people are doing, so that I get the most out of it, and hopefully we don't just spend $600 on this and then crap out. That would really, really suck. You know, I'm really kind of questioning my carpeting and wallpaper choices here. I know you haven't seen the wallpaper yet, but you will in just a few seconds. I, I really like the polka dot carpet there, but there we go. Is it too much with the polka dot wallpaper too? I mean, I think it looks okay, I guess. The boy one definitely looks good because it's got the solid carpet, but polka dots and polka dots for the girl. Maybe it's just a little too, like, epileptic. Oh goodness, you guys need to let me know if I should change that, and if you think I should change it, then I probably will. Ah, those are some of my favorite lamps in the game. They're so pretty. They're kind of old-timey, I guess, but nothing wrong with that. I like it. Oh, and another thing, in case you guys haven't seen yet, in my Celebrity Sims series, Celebrity Sims series, alliteration, alliteration, alliteration. Okay, anyway, on my Celebrity Sim series, I decided to make kind of a game out of it, and I've made it to where if you can guess what celebrity I've made, then you get one of three things. You can either choose to have me promote your YouTube channel for a week, if you have one. You can move your photo submission for Make My Sim up to the front, or you can submit it and it will automatically go to the front if that's what you want. Or number 3, you will get to pick the next Celebrity Sim that I make for people to guess what it is. And I think it's pretty cool. The last one I did was Rihanna, and I had all of 2 guesses before somebody got it. So that's not, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I mean, obviously I did her well enough for somebody to figure out who she was, and pretty quick too. But then again, I didn't get a whole lot of comments on it because somebody figured it out really fast. And I want a lot of comments. You'll have to excuse my goofy laugh. Sometimes I laugh really weirdly. Now, right here, you're about to witness some wasted effort. I turned this into a closet. It was a pretty darn good closet, too, if you ask me. You'll have to wait and see for that, just a few seconds. But then I realized that I hadn't put in a stinking laundry room, and there was nowhere else on the blueprint for me to make a laundry room. So I tore it all apart and stuck a laundry room in there. And I'm pretty satisfied with what we came up with. now for the kitchen, and you may notice that I put a crappy refrigerator in there, and I also put a crappy stove in there, and there's a good reason for that, I promise. Look down in the bottom left corner there at my money. Yeah, and you'll see that I've got $45,000. Well, that's because when I was building this, I ran out of money, and the only way to continue was to cheat. So, I'm sorry, you caught me. I cheated and I added money. But I gave them crappy stuff so that they still kind of have to work to get better stuff in the end. And when I go back to playing them, I'll make sure and take their money down to like $100 or something so that, you know, they've got to work to get their money back. I feel really bad for that, but hey, you got to do what you got to do sometimes, okay? Okay. Well, I like the kitchen. What do you think of the kitchen? One of my favorite things to do is to put the little details and stuff in the kitchen. I mean, it ended up being a little bit smaller than what we needed because we're going to have a big family, but we don't have anywhere really big enough to put a nice big dining table, so I guess they'll mostly be eating in the living room. I don't know. I might end up changing that and putting a bigger table over there somewhere, or expanding some more. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can see right there I'm trying to expand that wall out, but it wouldn't let me because of all the diagonal foundation and the walls and stuff, and it was a freaking pain to get those in there the right way, so I just didn't want to do it again right there. What do you guys think about the yellow wallpaper on this one? I like it, but I don't know. Maybe it's the furniture that I chose. Something's a little off, I guess. I know there's something off about the freaking end table that I'm getting ready to put in between those chairs because it's blue. I needed to find one that didn't have a bunch of angles and all of that on it, and I might go back and change that again too, but while I was doing this, the one that I landed on was that one right there, and it's got that pukey, well, it's not really pukey, but it's like baby blue, like you would find in a nursery or something. So I don't know, does it go with the theme of the room there, or should I try to change that? You guys should let me know on that one too. Made sure to get those bookshelves in there for Jenny, or else she'd be asking for 5 million of them. I'm wondering if that staircase being so close to the wall is going to be an issue, since I haven't played with them in this house yet. I guess that's something we'll just have to wait and see about. Alright, let me tell you, that little napping mat that you just saw me put in there is one of my favorite pieces of creator content ever. Because, you know, when you get the toddlers, you have to put them in the bed and take them out of the bed and all that crap. And if you're not fast enough, they're standing there at the crib whining and crying and all of that. And then they whine and cry to go in the bed. Well, when you have the sleeping mat, the toddlers will go to bed on their own and get up on their own, which is awesome. I love it. And now that I come to think of it, I think I actually forgot to put one in Axel's room. Whoopsie. Oh well, that's something we can go back and do later, now that I've realized it. Alrighty, guys, that's the end of this Ginny and Joe episode. I'm really excited to play in our new house, and I hope you guys are too. Consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.